The simple and surprising recipe from my grandmother that became a hit, irresistible and delicious. First, let's put 7 potatoes in a large pot and cover them with water. We'll let the potatoes cook until they are very soft. Now take an onion and chop it finely and set it aside, as we will use it shortly. As soon as the potatoes are cooked, drain them and set aside. In a skillet, add a drizzle of olive oil and add the chopped onion. We will sauté until it turns golden and releases that delicious aroma. Now let's add 300 grams of ground beef and let it brown nicely, mixing so the meat absorbs the flavor of the onion. To season, we'll add a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, a crushed garlic clove, and a teaspoon of paprika. Mix everything very well until the seasonings are completely incorporated. When the meat is cooked, transfer it to a bowl and set aside. Now let's prepare our potatoes. Mash them well until they form a puree. And remember to tell me where you are watching from. I would love to know your country or city so I can send you a special hug and thank you for your support in the next video. To bind the dough, add an egg, half a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of salt, and 1.5 tablespoons of flour. Mix everything until you have a homogeneous and easy to shape dough. Now comes the fun part. With a little flour on your hands to prevent sticking, take a portion of the dough and flatten it, as if you were making a small base. Place a bit of the meat filling in the center and carefully close it, shaping it into a dumpling. Repeat with the remaining dough. To finish, heat a skillet with a tablespoon of butter. As soon as the butter melts, we will carefully place the dumplings in the skillet. It's important to brown them well on both sides until they are golden and crispy on the outside, ensuring an irresistible texture. I love making this recipe because it's not only very simple, but it also turns out so tasty. Every time I make it at home, everyone asks me to make more. And now, to give it that special touch, finish with a bit of fresh parsley on top of the dumplings. Look how beautiful and appetizing it is. It's a recipe that, besides being delicious, brings that homemade taste, the flavor of family recipes. Oh, don't forget to rate this recipe from 0 to 10, so I know how much you liked it. Try making this recipe at home, share it with your loved ones, and then come back to tell me how it went. I'm sure it will be a hit. Thank you for watching until the end, and I'll see you in the next recipe. Enjoy your meal.